Hello, a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. Happy Friday, it's nearly the weekend and my goodness me, we're going to be kicking off the weekend in style because we've got an incredible day lined up here on Crafters TV. Not only an incredible day, but an incredible new launch as well. You might have a little sneaky peek of what that could be. I know a lot of you guys have already ordered it already, so not really much sneaky peeking about it, is there? A lot of you guys have already got that in your baskets and checked out, and quite frankly, I can't blame you because it's selling so quick. We know how the others went. Is this going to be the same? I think so. But before we get into that fabulous new launch, we are going to tell you about a couple of amazing other offers that we've got happening over today and of course over the course of the weekend as well. It's a chance to save even more when it comes to your crafty purchases this weekend. So first of all, we've got a fabulous 20% off discount code, which is July 20. So if you want to get 20% off any of your orders of your individual items, so that's July 20, pop that into that promo code box, and anything as long as it isn't a July launch, you can take advantage of that code, which is fabulous. 20% off. It's a nice little chunk to get off your orders, so make sure you pop in that July 20 into that promo box. And even better, it's not single use. You can use that code as many times as you like. So maybe you're going in to place an order today, then perhaps you're going to come back tomorrow, you're going to think, do you know what, I'm going to pick up a few more items. Pop that code in, keep using it and using it and using it across the weekend as many times as you like. But it does expire at midnight on Sunday, so make sure you do take advantage before the end of the weekend. Now, as if that wasn't enough already, perhaps you've missed out perhaps on a couple of last few months launches here at Crafters TV. Maybe you've not been able to tune in quite as much as you want to, or we're giving you the opportunity to actually catch up on some of our best launches from the past couple of months. If you go over to the homepage of the website, you'll see a category of items. We're calling it our throwback event, and it's all about picking up some items that perhaps you've missed, new launches that you've not seen before. And the best part yet is not only is it that sort of second bite of the cherry, that opportunity to pick up something that you've not already got in your crafty stash, you can actually use that July 20 code on those items to get 20% off, which makes the deal even better. So if you check out the website, you will see all about that 20% off code that we've got there. Remember, it's July 20 for that one. And then if you click into your throwback category as well, you'll see all of those items, the launches from the past few months. And of course, you can use that 20% off discount code on those as well. But again, same as the code, as for that category, it will end at midnight on Sunday. So there's a little bit of urgency on that one. Make sure that you do snap up those deals while we still have them. And quite frankly, it might need to be quick in terms of stock as well on a few of those. Stocks are a little bit lean, so do get in as early as you can. Now, I say it's a very exciting day, but I'm not here on my own for the course of today. I'm here for Wake Up Call. Ben will be in a little bit later on, but he's here for the full day. He is, I would say, he's our king of the template library. This gentleman absolutely loves his templates. He loves his product. He's so passionate about it. I know he's got the most incredible demos lined up. It is, of course, it's the one, it's the only, it's Craig.
Bless
Good
you,
morning.
Lily. Yeah, I am so excited. Now, you cannot say that I've not been giving you warning over the last week or so. I have told you that it's coming today. It's here today. I do have lots of demos to show you. Whether I get through them all, I do not know, because you are already buying it off our website straight away. It is, of course, expansion pack 3. It is green. Now, it may be green. It's Barbie Day, of course, across the world.
Yay!
So I've donned the pink so that you can see just here. But yeah, we've got a fab day coming your way. We've got the template library, as I say. It is the green one. We've got 15 brand new projects when it comes to the template library. You're going to be able to make little Christmas crackers, or how about if you then start to expand it, Lily?
Oh wow!
And make a full cracker. You can absolutely do that. Remember, you can have a play when it comes to all of the templates. Maybe you want to go glitz and glam when
Love
it comes
that.
to the shoes. Maybe you want to come in with sort of like your theatres, your dioramas. Look at that there. All of these you're going to be able to make. You're going to be able to make all these little gift boxes as well. Now, with the template library, if you have started from the very beginning, this is a continuation. Now, you might have the original dies that came from the first one that you can use. However, if you are brand new, you don't have to have any of the other ones for this one to work. These are standalone templates. You've got all the recipe cards to go with them. You've also got all the step-by-steps, pictures, and of course the written, but not only that, you've got videos with myself as well. You've got your little address card that comes included. You've probably already saved it across on YouTube from the past expansion packs. You can then go across and you can see me making a finished project from every single one of the green template library, little TP cards that you can see here. I mean, look at that little chest.
Oh, how adorable.
How cute is that? What little boy wouldn't love that? This one here, this style, the pop out, we're going to be doing that one first. Maybe you'll love to get into the kitchen. You'll love to do some crafting with your Crafter's Companion apron. You've got all of these as well. Every single one of these you're going to be able to make. And with it being a template, that means you're able to use your own cardstock, you're able to use your own papers. You can ink the edges, you can distress the edges, or if you want to keep it very, very clean and simple, you can absolutely do that. That's a joyous thing about the template library. Who made the launch at the end of the day, I do not know, because I don't even think it's going to last within Wake Up Call. Get across onto the website, get it checked out, it is there. You've already been buying already. I'm not surprised. I know we've got the two options that Lily's going to show you just shortly. I'm going to get myself ready for a phenomenal Wake Up Call.
Absolutely, it's going to be an absolutely brilliant Wake Up Call, and you guys are already shopping this. I say you guys are already shopping it. I've already bought mine. First thing this morning, I was waiting, eagerly awaiting, as soon as it went live on the website, my order was going straight in. I was not going to be missing out on this template library. I was lucky enough to actually bring you that first template library alongside Craig. Of course, I had to have that. But as Craig said, it's one of those fantastic things where you don't have to have all the previous ones. You can start at this template library, but you do know if you do already have all the others, you're definitely going to be picking up this one. You want to be completing that collection, but they do all work stand alone as well. These are absolutely incredible because they are tools. They're tools that you're going to be using day in, day out. It doesn't matter what your style of crafting is. Perhaps you love your really grungy, messy styles of crafting. Maybe you like your clean and simple. Maybe you like using your darker coloured cardstock, your light coloured cardstock. It does not matter at all what sort of crafting you like to do. This is going to work perfectly for every single crafter, and it's one of those things with it being a tool, it's going to be in your crafty stash for years and years and years to come. It's never going to run out. You're going to be using this day in, day out. For me personally, as somebody who crafts every single day, if sometimes I come into my craft room in the morning, I think, I'm not quite sure what I want to make. Maybe your crafty mojo is down a little bit. I always think just vary your card shape and style, mix things up a little bit, and that can really get your creative juices flowing, and this is absolutely perfect for that. Now, like Craig's already mentioned, we've got two different options when it comes to your green template library. This is your expansion pack number 3. We had the original, we've already brought you the first and the second expansion packs. This is the third in that series, in that library. So you really are building a library of so many different card shapes, boxes, envelopes and much more, this being your third expansion pack. So of course the best deal is always going to be in that amazing Showstopper, and my goodness me, is this a Showstopper and a half. So included in your Showstopper deal for a Platinum Club price of £32 or $40, of course you're getting your template library, and what you get as part of this, and Craig will take you through this in detail in just a moment, you get both your templates in that large binder, and you also get your small recipe cards. So that's the step-by-steps, that's the pictorial instructions, that's the words, that's all the finished samples that you can be creating, all included in that easy reference book. Then you also have your templates in that larger sort of format. Those both store in your original binder, so if you've got the original template library, those will store perfectly in that binder, but of course if you don't have that, they work perfectly as a standalone. Then as part of your fabulous Showstopper, not only do you get your template library, we're also giving you one of my favourite types of card packs that we do. I absolutely love these. It's your luxury mixed 12 by 12 inch cardstock. You get 24 sheets, which is 12 sheets of your glitter and 12 sheets of your double-sided pearl. That's 250 GSM and it's 12 by 12 inches in size in your regal rose gold. Absolutely gorgeous colour tones. It's going to work perfectly with your template library. When it comes to that lovely pearl cardstock, you can be using that to create your box bases and your box lids and your card shapes as well. And then your glitter card is going to be perfect for all those decorations. Then of course we're talking about construction, so we're actually going to throw in some of the perfect adhesives that are going to work absolutely brilliantly when it comes to your construction projects. So we're giving you one of our legendary tape tens even. 22 metres on that one. Really super strong. You can even use that for your construction projects. And then of course we're bringing you some red liner tape as well. 6mm in width, so it's the medium width that we're getting on that one. Those are all included as part of that incredible Showstopper. So not only are you saving over £10, it's over 20% saving when you go for the template library as part of that Showstopper. We're also going to give you 50 bonus points as well, which sweetens that deal and makes it even better. Now, that's our Showstopper. Definitely the best way to go, I would say, especially if you're new to crafting. You're getting essentials included in terms of your card and your adhesives. But if you do want to go for your template library on its own, of course, we are going to give you that option as well. So just $24.99 for your template library as an individual item. It makes those 15 different projects. We say 15 projects, but think of all the different variations you're going to have when you change up the colorways, you change up your cardstock. Maybe you're even going to get really creative and start adapting those templates a little bit just to change them up even more. So 15 projects can be so much more. That template library on its own is $19.99 or $23.99. But, oh my goodness me, we're 11 minutes into Wake Up Call, so technically we're not launching this for another nearly 7 hours. A third of the stock has gone. I'm not being funny, there's no chance in a month of Sundays this is going to make it to 6 o'clock. I don't even know if it's going to make it to the end of Wake Up Call at this rate. You guys are absolutely lapping this up. I bet if you've got any of the other template libraries, you're going to be going for this. And I reckon you're probably going for the Showstopper as well. Third of the stock gone already. My goodness me. You guys are loving this. Going to say a quick few hellos before we go over to Craig for that first demonstration. But I would just say, if you want this, get it in your basket, get it checked out, and you know you're safe in the knowledge that it's on its way to you and you don't need to worry about that stock disappearing. So, good morning to Gareth. Oh, he's already got his order in. Fabulous work, Gareth. You will love it. Alison Lee saying good morning. Susie saying good morning. Oh, it fell into a basket. Yeah, it did mine this morning as well, Susie. I don't know how that happens. It must be a fault on the website. Not only does it fall into your basket, it actually gets checked out, and the next thing you know, it arrives at your door. It's a mystery to me too. Michelle Harris is saying good morning. Linda's saying good morning. We've got Shelley saying good morning. Cat Butt. Oh, she's waiting for the red arrows. Cat Butt from Montrose in Scotland is waiting for the red arrows to fly over about 2 o'clock. How exciting. Charlotte Everett's in from Herne Bay. Shelley, great question here. I think we should have covered this already, but she's asking, can you use a green template library separately as you don't have any of the previous ones? Absolutely, you can. Standalone products, so don't worry about that at all. Oh, Laura's saying you're looking spiffy, Craig.
Well, thank you very much.
Lynn's very excited for the template library. Pamela's got hers, so has Kathy Myers. Sue King's got hers as well, and Tammy as well. Blimey, so many of you guys are snapping this up already. I think it's time for a little bit of inspiration with this fabulous template library.
Kind of, geezy peeps, how long's your nails, Lily?
They're quite long.
Yeah,
I had them done the other day.
Scratched with them, would you?
Definitely not. They are in honour of Barbie, pink and sparkly. I thought in honour of the occasion. But yeah, I can still craft. Don't worry, guys. I can still craft with them. So yeah, not scrimping on the crafting. That's for sure.
But you can't, rightio. Let's have a look at this, our green template library. This is expansion pack 3. As Lily quite rightly said here, you don't have to have any of the other ones if you don't have them. This is an absolute standalone. So let's have a look at our index straight away. We are going to be doing a demonstration just in a moment, but for those that have already bought it and want to know exactly what you can do, you're going to be able to make shutter cards, pop-up staircase cards, which what we're going to do just next. Ooh. Apron shaped cards, butterfly gatefold cards, cracker top box card, tower pinwheel card, stiletto shaped card, dome chest gift box, arched gatefold, simple step cards, pyramid cards, corner front fold cards, hexagon twist cards, pentagon gift box, and also the pop out squares. Now all of these here, these come in all of these templates. Now you've got a mix of A4 and you've also got your 12 by 12 as well. Even the 12 by 12, some of them will fit on A4, so don't worry. But what you're going to be doing, and we're going to talk you through it just shortly for those that have never seen it before, it's exactly that. It is template forum. You're going to draw around and you're going to score. It tells you where to draw and it tells you where to score. But what it also does is it tells you what it'll flatten to. So within this one here, the shutter card, it will flatten to a 6x6 size, so 6x6 envelope. It also lets you know that you're going to need 8.5 inch by 11 inch cardstock, or it will also work with an A4 card. It also tells you what you need as well when it comes to the mats and layers, because you get the mats and layers in them as well. Now with each of the templates, they do just pop out, and then very, very easily, they do just pop back in as well. So you don't have to keep them all within the binder while you're using them. Same concept for every single one. Now the pop-up staircase card is what we're going to use just next. So let's take that one out, and then we can set that to the side. Every one of them are all held. They've all got the numbers as well at the top. They all tell you as well, this one down here, it's from green. So if you are using a few of them and then you've got a few of the pages out from different ones, then you know that this is from the green one. All the way. I think you need to do that update, Lily.
I think I do. Oh my goodness me. The last time I told you I said a third of the stock. I've heard the numbers in my ear. 40% of the stock is gone already. Craig's literally just started talking. He's not even shown you any of the demonstrations using his template library, and 40% of the stock is gone. 16 minutes into wake up call. You need to check out those baskets. Get those baskets checked out. Craig, talk while you still can, quite frankly.
Absolutely. Right, let's briefly go over the recipe cards and we'll go into that demonstration. Now, the recipe cards, once again, these all just pop out and then you can just pop them back in. Same index as to the actual templates. If we open it up, and if we open up number 1, I'm just going to come down ever so slightly so you can get an idea. There is number 1, which is your shutter card. And then if you go into your recipe card, page number 1, shutter card, it's from green. It gives you an idea as to what you can make. But if you turn it over, you've got 6 pictures, you've got 6 written, and don't forget, you've got videos with myself as well. Myself and Leanne, we do the videos on a monthly basis. Leanne started them off, I've taken them over. So you've got us doing a video with every single one. You go on to the next one, once again, that then tells you green, the title, the number, and then it's got all of the pictures as well as the written. So this is the one that we are away to do just now. So let's just use this one. Now, I've done these ones a number of times, so I don't need to go through the actual instructions. However, what you can then do is just set them up from above, and then we can then reference them if you need to. All that I'm then going to do is I'm going to go in, let's do this into a couple of bits of card, because you've got 2 options here. Now, when it comes to the 2 options, what you have got, and I'm just going to get a bit of black card, Lily, because it shows it off a lot better. Okay, perfect. What we have got is 2 to draw around. Now, what I mean by that is we've got the outer 7 by 10. So you're going to draw around that outer 7 by 10, and then you've also got your score line throughout the middle, and it tells you score line. You draw around that, and then once you've cut it out, you score in half. There is your card blank. So I'm not going to do that because that's very self-explanatory and really straightforward. So that is my card blank already done, 5 by 7. Now we're going to look at this inner part that's sized 6 by 9. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in. Now I've already done it on this one here. I don't have a spare bit of colour card, so I'm just going to do it onto the white to show you. So all that you're then going to do is take your chosen cardstock, and then you are literally going to take a pencil. You can use a pen, however, with a pencil you can take an eraser and rub it out. Or if you've got your heat pens, you know that Becky comes with for the fabrics. I've not tried them. I've been told. A
lot of people are using them and said they're brilliant. I've not personally tried them. I will have to give them a go though.
So yeah, they are apparently very, very good to use. And you can just give them a waft with your heat tool or that, and then it just disappears. But all that we are going to do at the moment is every single line that we've got, we're going to come along, and then we're just going to go in with our pencil. So we're just going to score with our pencil inside in all of these channels. We don't need to worry about that outer 7 by 10 because we've already done that with the white card blank. So we're just going to go in, follow, all the way down, and then once we come along, we're just going to work in, and we're just going to make sure that I've finished all of them. If you want to tape it down, you can do, but if you're just holding it down, it's fine. It's nice, it's sturdy. So that is how it looks once you have then, of course, come along and drawn around it. Let's just bring in the blue that I have already done. Now, the great thing with the template libraries as well, within each of the templates, is it tells you what is a cut line and also what is a score line.
Okay.
Now, it tells you VF means valley fold, so that's when it folds down on itself. You've then got MF, which is mountain fold, which is if it's a peak, as if it's a mountain. So valley and mountain. And then it does also tell you, don't cut through the dots. Now that is really, really essential, and I'll stop you through that one in a minute. That's why I wanted to do this one first. So all that we're going to do, straight away, really, really simple, the outer line we're just going to cut around. Scissors, your craft knife and ruler, or if you've got your V-blade trimmer, I like to use my Violet Studio one. And all that I'm doing is I'm just going to go around, and then I'm going to come in, take away all these edges. That's then cutting away my outer edge, move that out the way. What we're then left with is all of our pencil lines inside. So we're going to come in with our scoreboard. Now, it doesn't have to be a large scoreboard, because as you can see, the size of it would go into your score master. This is when what we're going to do is we're going to refer back to our template. So all the way down, this is my cut line, and it tells me cut line, cut line, cut line. But remember, I don't want to cut through these tiny little dots. I don't want to have a continuous cut all the way around or all the way down. So what I'm going to do, either, once again, you can use your paper trimmer. I am going to use my craft knife this time just so that I can explain. What we're going to do within the cut lines all the way down and all the way down, we're literally following our pencil line. Please don't be inclined to cut all the way down, because remember it says don't cut where the dots are. So we're just going to go in, and then we're just going to then travel down. So I'm just going to make sure where I need to stop. So we're just going to come down and then finish that off. Then we're just going to pause. We're going to come down, stop. I'm just going to finish that off. And then we're going to do that once again. So we're just going to start at our first part of our pencil line. We're just then going to cut. Now, I've not cut in to these centre parts here. It's essential for the working of the card. So we're just going to do that once again on that side. We're just going to work that one all the way down here. And this is great, having a really fun concept pop-up element that gives you sort of like a staircase effect that you can then come along and decorate with your sentiments, your images, your stamps, whatever it is, you can do that. And then what I'm going to do, just to make it easier, I'm just going to get my score master, Lily, and bring this one in. So what we're going to do is we are now essentially going to be scoring all of these lines. So I've got all my cut lines already good to go. They're all joined within the centre. And then for this one, this is when you can use your black line if you've done it onto your ruler. You can then start to join them up. Or remember, take something that isn't necessarily a blunt object. If you find it hard to visually guide your eyes into something that's in the middle, you know, you've not got any score lines, what you can then do is come along with your ruler. If you've got a ballpoint pen that's run out of ink, or you've got something with a rounded tip to it, then what you can then do is just come in and then just guide that down. That's putting in the score line for you. It makes it easier for you to travel. And we're just going to continue all the way down. I'm not worrying about the mountain and valley at the moment. I just want to get all of these score lines in. That one is going to be the centre of the card, so therefore I'm going through all the way down. I am following every pencil line that I've done, Lily. So that's why it's key. If you put the right ones in, you don't need to think about where you're scoring. You're essentially scoring every pencil line. And then we just need to come in with these ones here. So if we come back here, I also need to put these cut lines in. Now, I did forget to do that there, but it goes to show that what you can just come straight back and do. If you forget bits, don't worry. You can just go back. Once again, I'm going to cut and stop at that centre point, cut, stop at that centre point, and then we're just going to then do that last one here. So we're just going to then come down. This one, there's no center point, so I can cut all the way down. Finish that off. I'm just going to turn that around.
Just while you're doing that, Craig, I have to give the guys at home an update because, oh my goodness me, every time I'm giving you an update, it's jumping up rapidly. Half of the stock has gone. We're at 24 minutes past 11 and we're calling half of the stock of that template library that has gone. Of course, once the template library is gone, that's going to sell out that Showstopper, so the Showstopper will be gone, but it is 50% of the stock gone. Oh my goodness me, if you want this, going to have to get it in those baskets and get it checked out as soon as you possibly can. Blimey me. Back to you, Craig.
I knew it was going to be quick. We knew it was going to be quick, didn't we?
This quick though, blimey. I'm not sure even we anticipated this quick.
So now that I've got all of my cut lines in, I've got all of my score lines in as well, what we can start to use our template as instructions as well. So the outer edges is going to be valley. So remember, that's where I said that that's then going to dip in on itself. Don't worry about creasing too much. Just take your time, step by step. It is a pop out. And then what we're then just going to do is within this top one here, I'm following, it says it's a valley. So that's just going to go down on itself. And then of course, I'm using that score line that I've already put in. That next one is then going to be a mountain. So that's going up. And then that next one again, that's then going to be a valley. So as that then comes down, and then that one goes up, and then that one again, that goes down that way. So down, up, and then we're going to go down, and then we're taking each step. So this next one, once again, is a valley. So we're just going to come into here, and then the next one is going to be mountain. Next one is going to be valley. Next one's mountain, and then the next one's valley. So you're just doing each section at a time, and then as it starts to come together, as we dip that one down, we're then going to move into this next one here. So within this next one, that top one, that is then also a valley. We've then got mountain. So we're just folding that in. We're then just going to do our mountain. We're then just going to do our valley in the middle. We're going to go in with our mountain, our valley, and then our mountain. So then that center part starts to come together. So we're just going to go in. We're just then just going to bend that in on itself. So that one is going upwards as a mountain. That one is going forward. That one's going in. That one's going mountain. That one's going valley. And then when it comes to this one here, that's going back, and then that one's going back too. So then we can see how it already starts to come together. So then essentially it is just symmetrical. So that's mountain, valley, and then as we can see here, what happens, Lily, is it starts to form together.
Oh yeah, it does.
This one is then going to go upwards. That one is going down. So that one's going up. And then as it starts to form, we're just going to then carefully bring that one in. This one here, up, down, up, down. We call it mountain and valleys. As you get home, you might start coming along going up and down or left and right. But we're just going to then pinch that in. That one there just needs to come upwards. That one's going down on itself. So we're just going to go up, up. So that's that one, that's that one. And then as we start to form that in, we're bringing that in, pinching it. So we're doing 1, we're doing 2, we're doing 3. That's coming in, folding it in together. We're just going to go into this last one here. So we're doing mountain, we're doing valley, we're doing mountain. And then these ones here, form that one in. Let's just get my finger in there so that we can start to bring that in, pop that up. That one's going up. Bring it in, close it in. That one can go up, down. We're just going to then pop this last one up. So that one there needs to go that way. So just pop that in. That one's, that one, that one. This is where the joined, the little dots, this is where it comes in important, Lily, because that's what's holding it all together.
Oh yeah.
So if we then just bring that one in, that one is in, and then we're just going to come in with this top one here. You're going to have a lot more time than me. I'm just trying to do it quick so that it doesn't sell out.
But the
Let's
brilliant
just
thing is,
come
of
in.
course, you do get that instruction booklet included as part of that template library. You get all the step-by-step photos, the step-by-step instructions as well. But the even better thing is the fact that you don't have to record this show if you don't want to. You don't have to find this show and watch it back. We have got the videos. Craig has recorded every single one of these 15 different projects. So you've got all of those that you can watch at your own leisure. You can rewatch them, rewind, pause as many times as you like. So don't worry about getting it that first time. Just rewatch and rewind and make sure that you check out those videos. But those are included with the template library as well, which I think is absolutely incredible. It makes that $24.99 as an individual item look even better. And so many of you guys at home are agreeing because you're checking out those baskets. You're taking my advice, you're heeding that warning, you're thinking, 11:30, over 50% of the stock's gone. You know you need to get in early and get those baskets checked out.
Brilliant. Right, managed to get that a little bit pernickety there, but I've got it in the end, Lily. Let me just score that one down. I'm just going to come along. Let's just burnish that one here.
I mean, the guys at home, when they're making this, they're not going to have somebody in their ear going, oh, we've solved 50% of the stock, or we've got everyone watching at home,
We've got Johnny and Charlotte today, and it's counting down.
Yeah.
Every time you do a stock update, Johnny's shouting another one in your ear, and I can hear it too.
Absolutely. Yeah, none of you guys at home are going to have that in your ear, so it'll be a lot easier when you're crafting at your own leisure.
So what we're going to do at this point here is we're going to pop our adhesive. Now you can use your choice of adhesive, and we're going to be doing it into this flat panel here. Don't pop it onto any of the pop-outs there, because then that stops the working of the pop-out. So we're just going to go in and we're just going to add our adhesive in. We're going to work that around up to the edges, creating that staircase pop-out, following all the way along. Let's just come back in, manipulate that back in. And then this is where even our handmade card blank that we've just done. Now that is essentially, that is 5x7. If you had your own 5x7 card blanks, you could use them if you want to, but at least the template library shows you the green expansion pack, how you can create your own. And then all that we're going to do is we're going to fold that over, and then where we've got our fold lines, we're going to come up to our score line, and we're going to go right up to our first score line. And I'm visually just seeing, making sure that I've kind of got it symmetrical top, bottom, into that left-hand side. I'm just going to press down, and then I'm going to come along, and then I'm going to close that one over. I'm then going to press that one in, and then we've got
our
essential, we've got our pop-out.
Love that.
So all that you need to do is just come along, and then I've got my layers already good to go. I'm not going to do much decorating, Lily, because there's no time to do all of the inner decoration. I just want to give you the idea, just to say you can go in there. What about as well, finishing the inside, turning that one around. You can then decorate till your heart's content. Little die cuts if you want to, little sentiments if you want to. So if you've got any of your foliage, you can do that. Any of the dies as well that you've got from the original one. So that one there, I purposely want to do that one first. If there's anything in the green template library, it's the one that just takes that little bit of time. That is the one, hence why I kickstarted the show with that one there. But you've got so many different ones that we'll come back to shortly and do another one.
Absolutely. Wow, what a fabulous first demonstration. Oh my goodness me, we are busy. Over 50% of the stock has now gone. We're just over half an hour into Wake Up Call. It doesn't even launch technically until 6 o'clock tonight. So if you are wanting to get your hands on this brand new template library, it's expansion pack 3. You need to get in as soon as you can. Get it added to your baskets and get those checked out. You've got your Showstopper. For me, I'd say that's the best way to go. Best value for money when it comes to that Showstopper. Not only do you get your template library green, you also get your 12x12 inch luxury mixed cardstock in your rose gold. So you get 12 sheets of your glitter and 12 sheets of your double-sided pearl. That looks amazing at creating some of the templates from that cardstock as well. And then you've seen it already in action in that first demonstration, that fabulous tape pen, 22 meters of super strong permanent adhesive on there. And then as well, you are getting a roll of your red liner tape as well. So perfect for all your construction projects. That's your Showstopper. Not only are we giving you over a 20% saving on that, which takes your platinum price down to £32 or $40, we're also going to give you 50 bonus points as part of that incredible deal. So definitely the way to go on that one. However, if you are wanting that template library on its own, you do have that option as well. That's coming in to just under £20 if you're in Platinum Club. That's just your template library on its own. I say just your template library. I mean, you get your recipe cards, you get all your templates, 15 different projects, your step-by-steps, and of course as well, you will get that link to all of those incredible video tutorials. That template library on its own is £19.99 or $23.99. However you choose to go, just make sure you get it added to those carts and get them checked out, because quite frankly, time is of the essence now. Not many of those template libraries left to get your hands on. Now, a lot of you guys taken my advice. Good on you guys at home and have already ordered yours. Pamela's ordered hers first thing this morning. Sue King's ordered hers. Tammy's ordered hers. Oh, Daniel got his at 10 a.m. this morning. Can't wait to try it out. Diane, a good question from Diane actually. We'll throw this over to Craig. How many expansion packs will there be in total?
Oh gosh, now you've put me on the spot. I think we've got another 3 to come.
I think I want to say there's 6 in total.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so plenty more projects to come up, but do make sure if you've got all the others, make sure you get this one and stay tuned for the others. We do believe there's 6 plus the original. Oh, even more people ordering those. Charlotte's got hers, or she grabbed a few extra bits from the sale. Good idea. Charlotte, don't forget that code July 20. Anything that's not a July launch, you can use on all your individual items for 20% off. Just this weekend only though. Jean Marie's got hers. Barbara McNeil is saying she loves the template library. Pamela's saying she'll have to watch it 50 million times to get it in my head. Well, Pamela, the great thing is we have all those videos so you can watch them as many times as you like. Alison Lee, a few just checked out Template Library, did as Lily told me to. Yeah, always good. Always good to take my advice. Linda says, oh, she didn't know you could cut on the glass mat. Yes, you certainly can. Louise Carpenter, she's got a Showstopper. How exciting, Louise. Gareth Dobbs is loving that demo. Gosh, so many people is saying they absolutely love this demo and they love the template library. And Gareth, love this comment. Is it bad I took annual leave from work today just so I could be here to order my template library?
No.
Gareth, I cannot blame you, because quite frankly, there's no way this is going to be here at the end of the day, is it? Quite frankly, it's not going to be here at the end of the morning at this rate. So yeah, definitely a good call. That template library is going fast, so make sure you add it to your cart.
I used to take work off for WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, why not?
Yeah, stopped doing that now since it's changed to a Saturday night, so I don't need to, but I used to.
Yeah, why not? It's got to be done. You know this is going to sell out. You guys at home saw what happened with all the others. It's going to go exactly the same way, so wise choice there, Gareth. Now, talking of amazing deals, it's a brand new day, so what does that mean? We need a brand new pick of the day, and this is an amazing one. The saving on this is absolutely incredible. You're saving 40%. This is all about your colour blend pencils that come to us from Spectrum Noir, and this is our special collection. So you're getting 24 artist quality pencils included in this beautiful presentation and storage tin. Makes an incredible gift as well. You're getting so many different colourways included as part of this collection for just £11.99 or $16.78. It should be $24.99 or $34.95. Of course, with it being our pick of the day, that does mean you also get double points, but that's only valid for today. That ends at 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning. You can see all the different colours of pencil that you're getting in here. These are beautiful quality pencils. They're wax-based, they've got pigment colour in them, and they are very easy to blend to get all your shading and all those dimensional results that you can see on that example on the packaging there. So you're getting 24 pencils for just over a tenner. Wow, what an incredible offer that is. That is your pick of the day. I know Craig's got a little bit of inspiration coming up on tonight's, on the later show, using some of these amazing pencils. Quite a new collection that we bring you here. New configuration of pencils, that being your special collection. Definitely one you're going to want to check out. Add to those baskets, get it checked out. And I do believe it's an individual item, so I think you can probably use your July 20 code on that one. Definitely worth a shot. Give it a go. Don't forget that code is multi-use. July 20, I think that's going to take an extra 20% off that item. Already 40% off. We're practically giving them away. Amazing value for money. Definitely one you're going to want to check out. Now, perhaps you were here last night. Maybe you tuned in for last night's incredible cartload. Return of the machines. These guys were back in stock, both your MIDI and your mini machines. I'm going to show you your Gemini MIDI first off. This is an incredible machine. This is a complete and utter workhorse. You know when you see that name, when you see the name of Gemini, it doesn't matter whether it's one of our manual machines or one of our electronic machines. We know the quality, we know the power behind these machines. I love the fact that it is It's not electronic, so you can take it out and about with you. Perhaps you're crafting somewhere where there isn't a plug point. Perhaps you're crafting on a little lap tray, then this is going to be absolutely perfect with it being a manual machine. Also a great one for use with the kids as well. I know a lot of you guys at home tell us that you craft with younger members of the family using this machine. Very easy to work. You have that folder system. You're getting your MIDI machine for just £50.39 or $79.19 if you're part of the Platinum Club. And you're also getting 100 bonus points when it comes to this incredible machine. Like I say, it truly is a workhorse. It might be a manual machine, but it still packs a real punch. It is world famous. You know the name of Gemini. You know the power behind these machines. And if you're wanting a manual machine to add to your collection, that's a perfect one to go for. However, perhaps you want something that's even more portable. Well, we have the perfect machine for you. Also back in stock with a 10% saving as well. You guys were absolutely lapping this up on last night's cartload. Super, super popular, and I know it's going to be exactly the same on today's shows as well. For just £21.59 or $35.99, you can start your die cutting journey. Perhaps you've never die cut before, and maybe you're thinking, right, I'm going to get the template library, but I want to be adding a few little die cut embellishments, maybe some die cut butterflies, some flowers, your sentiments, to really elevate those makes that you're making with that template library. Then this is going to be absolutely perfect. It takes you smaller dies, but it's one of those where you might look at the size of the machine, you think, will it work with a lot of dies? But you'll find a lot of dies in your crafty stash will still fit through this machine. All of those embellishment dies, maybe it's going to be your sentiment dies, they will fit perfectly through this machine. And again, with it being Gemini, you know the name, you know the quality of all of our Gemini machines, from our Pro right the way down to our Gemini Mini. Again, a perfect one for crafting with children, crafting on the go. If you're one of those that like to sit down in front of the telly on an evening, do a little bit of crafting, maybe die cutting all your flowers, ready for when you go into your craft room the next day and actually create all your flowers, then this is the perfect one to go for. But for just £21.59 or $35.99, what an incredible bargain. Maybe you've got one of your larger electronic Gemini machines. You want something that's a little bit more portable for when you're just cutting your smaller dies. This is going to be absolutely perfect. Super popular last night, and I reckon it'll be going exactly the same way today. Brilliant machine, two brilliant machines, but of course it is all about the template library today. It's flying out the door. I think it's time that we gave you a chance to check out those baskets. Make sure you secure your purchase, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Yeah. Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does
Because
she
that's
do?
exactly
What
how
does she do?
he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Hello and welcome back to Crafters TV. What a busy wake-up call we are having. What a start to a Friday. Oh my goodness, you guys are absolutely loving our brand new template library. I'll be honest, I think it's going to sell out. We're already at 3/4, 75% of the stock has gone already. 11:45 in the morning, and a lot of you guys stateside, it's super early. We've had people coming in the comments saying they've got up early, especially Gareth Dobbs even took the day off work, especially to order. Pat on the back to you, Gareth Dobbs. Great idea. He's got his. So many people are telling us already that they've secured their purchase on this brand new template library. But if you're wanting to get yours, you're going to have to be super quick, because like I say, we've got 3/4 of the stock has left the building already. Not many of these remaining. We've got two options when it comes to your brand new template library. This is expansion pack number 3. After this, we have got 3 more expansion packs coming your way over the coming months. But the fabulous thing about this system is that you don't have to have any of the previous template libraries. This could be the very first. I'll be honest, I was going to say I'm the last. It won't be the last. Once you've got one of these template libraries, you will be getting all the others. That's exactly the way it was for me. I got that first one and I thought, oh my goodness me, this is incredible. This is something that I'll be using day in, day out with my crafting. And from that day onwards, I've been getting all of the template libraries. I've been anxiously awaiting each new one coming out, and I think you guys at home will be exactly the same. So if this is your first, it doesn't matter. You don't have to have any of the previous, but I guarantee it will not be your last. Expansion pack 3 is the green colourway. As part of your template library, you get all of the templates to create 15 different projects. And when we say projects, we're talking about the most incredible shape cards. We're talking about all those concept cards that, quite frankly, you would not bother getting a ruler and a pencil and a pen and all the measuring it yourself. You would not be doing that. We're talking about templates that make it super easy. All you need to do is draw around that template with a pencil, maybe a heat erasable pen. Get your scissors out. Maybe it's going to be your guillotine or your trimmer. Trim around those templates, follow the instructions, and when I say instructions, we are including that recipe card booklet. It's numbered that correspond with those incredible templates. It is so super easy to follow. We've got the written instructions and we've got the pictures. However, as if that wasn't good enough already, we also bring you the educational video content with each and every single template library. That's Craig taking you through step by step every single stage that's outlined in that recipe booklet. It takes you through for every single one of those 15 different projects. So it doesn't matter if you're brand new to crafting, maybe you've never made a shape card in your life, maybe you've never made an envelope, a box, or all these incredible different concept cards. It does not matter. Craig is going to hold your hand and take you through step by step on every single one of those projects. Isn't that just incredible? So that's your template library side of things, but of course, with it being a brand new launch, we do love to bring you these Showstopper deals. I know so many of you guys at home absolutely love the Showstoppers because it represents even better value for money and you get more crafty goodies. And in my book, that can only be a good thing, quite frankly. And when when we put together our Showstoppers, we don't just put in items that, yeah, nice to have, but don't particularly link to that main item. We like to have those additional items work hand in hand with that main item. Today's new launch, of course, being that template library. So we bring you some of the 12 by 12 cardstock, 250 GSM in size, making it ideal weight for construction. You get both your glitter and that double-sided pearl in that 12 by 12 format, 250 GSM being that lovely regal rose gold. That's included as part of your showstopper. Then adhesives, of course, when you're thinking about your concept cards, when you're thinking about your construction products, you need something to stick it all together, and we bring you two of our most popular adhesives when it comes to your construction projects. We bring you our legendary tape pen, 22 meters of super strong adhesive on that one purple tape pen. And then of course we also bring you some of your red liner tape, that being 6 millimeters in width, so ideal for so many different projects. All of that is coming as part of your showstopper for just £32 or $40. An absolutely incredible deal. You're saving over 20%. And of course, the star of the show is that brand new template library. Incredible deal when it comes to your showstopper, but even better when you take into account the fact that you're getting 50 bonus points on that item. Absolutely fabulous value for money. However, perhaps you've got plenty of your tape, plenty of your tape pens, lots of your cardstock, and you just want to snap up that template library on its own. Of course, we are going to give you the option to do that as well. We do have the template library available as an individual item. If that's the way you want to go, you will get that in the Platinum Club for just £19.99 or $23.99. Oh my goodness me. Every time I'm hearing a stock update in my ear, it's jumping up an awful lot. 80% of the stock of our template library has already gone. In my mind, I'm starting to think, when is this actually going to sell out? Are we going to make it to the end of Wake Up Call? We're certainly not going to make it to the launch at 6 o'clock tonight, that is for sure. So if you want to go for yours, whether you're going to be going for the individual item or that showstopper where you get all of those extra crafty goodies, however you choose to go, make sure you're adding that to your cart and getting it checked out. Oh my goodness me. We've got a little bit more inspiration coming up, courtesy of Craig.
Rightio, let's have a look. We're going to do another demonstration, Lily, but look at a few of these ones here. Now, what I will say, when this sells out, I will tell you the colour of the next one.
Oh my gosh!
So when it sells out, I will tell you the colour of the next one. Not the date, but I will tell you the colour of the next one. But this is all about green. This is the one that launches today, Expansion Pack 3. Now, you can make your pinwheel cards. Now, myself and Lily are back together again on Sunday with the first look ahead of Sarah and Ben launching something epic. But you can, of course, use what is launching on Monday in with your template library.
It's funny you say that, because one of my demos on Sunday, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Is it?
Absolutely, yes. So that's why I needed to get my hands on my template library. So
Perfect.
It just goes to show everything works together perfectly.
It really, really does. Now, within the Green Template Library Expansion Pack, you can make this little half cracker. But because it is a template, because you're drawing around with pencil, you can then adapt it wherever you want. So, for instance, what you can then do is twist the actual template around,
Wow.
elongate it. That's not two stuck together. That is a full cracker that's been created. That's using our brand new paper pads as well, that just launched the other day.
Christmas cheer, I believe.
Yeah. And then this one here, this is one of our big poinsettia dies.
Love that die.
From a previous Christmas collection. So you can see how you can use them there. You can then make your TP cards, or this one is actually called a pyramid card. Now, my initial idea, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say that I forgot to go to the shop.
Oh.
My initial idea for this one here, put something heavy inside, Lily. And this is a great way to actually weight down any helium balloons for birthdays.
Oh yeah,
So
great
if you want
idea.
to decorate it for birthday parties, very quick, simple to make, but you can theme it for a boys' party, a girls' party, a new baby, and you can have the helium balloons and
Baby
that's just holding
showers.
it down. Baby
Yeah.
showers, absolutely. So don't just think about them as in cards or projects. Yes, it folds down flat, but think of them as a way to then just hold down all of your balloons. So this is just a few of the 15 that you can then be making when it comes to the Green Expansion Pack. But let's go in here. Let's use number 15 here. Now this one I literally am going to step all the way through it very quickly because you've got the concept and the idea. But this one here, this is our pop-out square. Now for this one, Lily, this is giving you the full template on 12 by 12.
Wow.
If you don't have 12 by 12, or you don't have construction weight 12 by 12, do not worry. These separate ones will still fit on A4 or your letter size. So you can absolutely do these separate if you want to. So don't worry, don't stress about having large construction card. Maybe you've not got hold of our white multi-purpose A3 cardstock. You can do it in your A4 and also your letter size. But to actually put it on a hole, it gives you it within the 12 by 12 forum. Now, once again, all that we are going to do is the whole lot we're going to draw around. We don't need to worry about this bit at the moment here, Lily, because that one is a matte and layer embellishment.
All right, yep.
So if you've got no dies whatsoever, you do not need any dies, any die cutting machine, nothing at all to use your template library.
Love
if you want
that.
to enhance your project, you absolutely can do, but you do not need a die cutting machine at all. So this is giving you some fancy mats and layers as well. You can then, of course, just draw around, cut around. If you are drawing around, you can absolutely scan these into your cutting machines and use the blade to cut.
That's
Don't
a good
adapt the
shout.
size, but you can absolutely use the blade. So the Cricut, you know, your Cameo,
Scan
your
and
scan
cut.
and cut,
Yep.
anything like that, you can use the blade to cut out.
Amazing.
But all that I have done is I have drawn all the way around
Nice
on
and easy.
all of these ones here. So I've drawn around every single part that's got that line aperture, I have drawn around. What I'm then going to do is if I bring this back in, because remember, this gives you the guide as to what is score and what is cut. So what we're then going to do is this one here, this outer one, remember we're ignoring the embellishment, we're just going to then cut all the way around and we need to cut out this aperture. So for speed again, I'm going to use my V-blade paper trimmer.
Perfect.
So you can see I've drawn around, I've done my aperture. Now if you're using your scissors, that's absolutely fine, that's a nice way of doing it. If you're not overly confident about getting straight lines, then check out our rulers as well as our craft knives, they're great. Or if you do have your V-blade paper trimmer, this is also a really, really great way to use it because, and it's not often that we say what I'm away to say, and that is for something like this, as much as we all love our guillotine, you can't use your guillotine on an aperture because your guillotine just cuts edge to edge.
Yeah, of course.
Whereas with your V-blade paper trimmer or your craft knife and ruler, I want to cut this aperture out here. So I'm going to go up to the top. I can use the measurements if you want, or all that I'm doing visually, I'm just looking in and I'm using the window of my V-blade paper trimmer. Where my little arrow is, I'm going to start at my pencil line, I'm going to come down to my additional pencil line, I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to repeat that step, I'm going to go up, I'm going to press with that little V-blade in the middle, come down to my pencil line, turn. I'm going to do exactly the same, so I'm going to lift once I'm where I want it to be, come down, and then just turn, and then once again, I'm just going to come in. I always like to use the base, either the base or the top, as a platform to keep it straight, coming down, lining up my little notch within my blade, pulling down, and then there is my aperture. Now that is the one and only thing, although in my opinion, all of our opinion, our guillotine is the best out there because it comes from a sword manufacturer. You can't do apertures with your guillotine. So at least with your V-blade trimmer or your craft knife, you absolutely can do. And then within this one here, this is where it differs slightly. So what we are going to do is we're going to use our trimmer again, and we're just going to cut. So we're going to cut all the way round. So we're just going to line that one up. We can then use these notches, if you are using your trimmer, to then cut around. I'm going to go in, and I'm going to cut.
We've just had somebody ask, I know Craig has mentioned this already, but might just be a new viewer tuning in. Emma is asking, what trimmer is Craig using, please?
It is our Violet Studio paper trimmer that I'm using. I believe it is on the website.
It is, yep,
it was
certainly
just
is.
the other day anyway. Now within this one here, so Lily, that's going to be a score line.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, let's do it before we do one last little bit of cutting that is essential.
Okay.
So we're going to come in here. Now this is where, once again, if you have done your black line within your scoreboard, it's a helping hand. It's not essential though, because all that we're going to do is score. You can of course come along, take your eraser, and then of course rub that out. What we're then going to do is we're going to go into our next two. So we're just going to then score. What we're then going to do is we're going to then score. We're going to go at this next one. Now this half square, we're not going to score because we're away to cut that. What we do want to do is do our score and score. So like the last demonstration and like every single one, where you've got a pencil line, if it's not a cut line, it's a score line. And remember, it tells you cut lines, score lines, score lines, gives you mats and layers as well to do the decoration. Everything is there. So what we can then do is let's go back in with our trimmer, and then I tell you what, I've used that trimmer a few times, so let's just show you with ease with your glass mat, your ruler, and then your craft knife. So we're just going to go point to point. I always like to go lightly in a few times. So I'm just starting and coming down. I'm then just going to turn it around, and I'm going to go point to point where my score line is. So we're just going to then cut down and down, and then I'm going to do exactly the same at the top here. We're going to then come down and then down, and then we just make sure if we need to just take a little notch, we can do. So then there is our little aperture, half aperture. We're just going to finish that one off. So then what we've got here is we've then got our half square. So we're just going to come in. This is my own craft knife. I think I need to change the blade. We can do that later. So what we're going to then do this time is we're going to fold that in half. We're going to fold back on itself. So that is essentially, we're doing a valley, we're doing a mountain. And then within this one here, what we're going to do is we're going to fold back on itself. So what we can then do is on this part here, so on the back, so if I go face on, so on the back of this part, and then also on the back of this half square, what we're going to do is we're going to pop our tape on. So tape on.
Sorry, Craig, just while you're doing that, I need to update the guys at home. We are approaching limited stock now. 85% of the stock is gone. We're approaching limited stock. Before we know it, they'll be green on the screen, and before we know it, this will be selling out. So if you want to get this, make sure you're adding it to those baskets, because 85% of the stock has already gone. Approaching limited. Go, go, go. Don't walk, run, quite frankly. Get it in your baskets, get it checked out.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. Now what I like to do within this one here, I was just trying to twist it around to see what's best for you guys at home. I like to pull it out flat, and where I've got my inner score line, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to layer that in parallel to my card blank that I've just created. So then that one's stuck down there, and then what happens here is this bit here, Lily, just pops through.
Oh yeah.
And then all that bit does is that aperture is the same size as there. So we're just going to pull that up. We're just going to layer that in. What we're then going to do is we're just going to fold that back on itself, and then there we'll go. We've got our pop-out square card. We just need to come along. We just need to give it a really, really nice burnish. We've then got that pop-out square. You can come along, mat and layer, which is included, of course. Our mat and layer, which is included. What I did do for this outer frame, I used my square nesting dies just to add that in. So you can use what you've got at home. My favourite die from our advent calendar last year, hello. And then look at that, Lily. Layer that together.
Wow.
And then there we go. We've gone in from our pop-up square, very, very simply, from scratch. Although the only bit I didn't do was draw around, because that's straightforward. But then once you've then come along, and then you've drawn around it, cut around it, done the mats and layers. Remember, that's all on the actual template. You've got the template here. This one's 12 by 12. You can absolutely do it in two forms if you want to. Tells you the number, tells you the title. It tells you that that will fold down to 5 by 5, so a 5 by 5 envelope. It tells you the sizes of the cardstock that you will need to construct a simple forum of the pop-out square. And with it being 15, you've got the recipe cards for every one. 15 there, pop-up square. You're going to go straight to the back. For every single one of these, please remember, you have got not only the written instructions on the back here, so you've got 6 for every one. You've got 6 pictures for every one. And remember, you're going to get that web address as well. It takes us to a specific part on our YouTube channel where you've got Leanne for the first couple of template libraries, and then I've taken over for the other ones, where I have then created every single one of these templates from this one, from scratch, black and white forum. So you've got today's shows, however long they're going to be, as well as the videos for you to go back to whenever you want. Never be deleted, they're always there for you to go back to.
Wow, it's absolutely incredible, isn't it? And you can see exactly why this is flying out the door. So much so that this is now limited stock. 12 o'clock here in the UK, limited stock already on our template library in green. It's green. It's very fitting the fact that we've got green on the screen with it being limited stock. There's green on the screen, which means it soon won't be seen. Get those baskets checked out as soon as you possibly can. Limited stock means that there's less than 10% of that stock remaining. We had quite a big stock to start with, so the fact that we're now at 12 o'clock already on limited stock is absolutely incredible. I'm so pleased that you guys at home are buying into this concept and loving it as much as we do here at Crafters Companion. I have to be perfectly honest, for me, what sold it to me with that very first template library was not actually the templates itself. It wasn't even the card shapes, the boxes, the envelopes. For me, as a crafter, it was the fact that you get the mats and layers for every single card shapes included. It's not just that outer card shape, it's every single mats and layer. And the fact that with quite a few of your templates, whether it's in your original template library, first, second, third, or any of the future expansion packs, you don't just get sort of one mat and layer, we're giving you multiple mats and layers, and quite often we're also giving you different options of shapes for those mats and layers. Some of the embellishment mat and layers as well. The amount you get included in here is absolutely incredible. I don't want you to think you just get the template for that outer card shape. All of the mats and layers taken care of, all of the tuition, all of the instructions and those videos, absolutely incredible to get all of that included. 15 different projects. Think of all the different styles, all the different cardstocks, all the different decorations that you can apply to these, and honestly, the possibilities are absolutely endless. As part of your Showstopper, not only do you get that incredible template library expansion pack 3 in green, we're also giving you a 12 by 12 inch pad of cardstock, which is 250 GSM in weight, so perfect for construction. We're also giving you a tape pen, some of your red liner tape as well, for just £32 or $40 in platinum. And of course, with that being our Showstopper, we're also giving you 50 bonus points as well, which is absolutely incredible value for money. If you do want to go for it on its own, we do have that option over on the website as well. If you want to go for that template library as an individual item, of course, you can go for that too, but that is also limited stock. So whatever option you're choosing to go for, less than 10% of that stock remaining. It's time to get those added to your baskets and check out as soon as you can, because when we come back, well, we're not going to come back with the launch day of this, let's be honest. It will be gone before the end of this show, I am pretty sure. So if you want to be one of those that are getting these in your baskets, getting these checked out, winging its way to you, you need to make sure that you are checking out those baskets. Now I'm going to give you a chance to check out those baskets while we show you some incredible other items that perhaps you saw on Cartload last night. Maybe you missed Cartload last night and you actually want to sort of see some of the amazing deals that we had as part of that show. It was a busy show. Ben and Debbie, it was a fabulous show, and they brought you some amazing offers as well. And we sort of bring you some of the best of back onto today's show to give you that opportunity to pick up some of these. Now this is your Cartload bonus bag. So for £48 or $64, you're getting all of what I'm about to show you. But it gets even better. A little while ago, we showed you some of our machines that were back in stock. So both your Gemini Mini and your Gemini Midi. If you're going for either of those, and you also pop this bonus bag into your basket, you'll get this bonus bag for half price. Wow, so everything I'm about to show you, you're going to get for £24 or $32. Wow, when I show you what you're getting in here, you will be thinking, goodness me, what incredible value for money. So first of all, don't forget our pick of the day with some of our colour blend pencils. But as part of this, we bring you some of our aqua blend pencils. These being water-based pencils, colour onto your watercolour cardstock, then bring in your water brushes or your brushes just with some normal water, and you can drag that colour out. This being your portrait collection, colour tones are going to be absolutely ideal for all of your skin tones, your hair tones, but of course you can be using these for colouring in so many different images as well. 24 of the pencils included as part of this bonus bag. That's just your first item. Now something that's an absolute essential. Doesn't matter if you've already got Centura Pearl in your crafty stash, it's one that you're going to want to stock up on for sure, and it's going to be perfect with that template library as well for all of those mats and layers. This is your dark selection. You're getting that gorgeous deep purple, the black, which is one of my absolute favourite colours of Centura Pearl. It's just absolutely gorgeous. You're getting your chocolate brown, you're getting your royal blue as well, you're getting some of that gorgeous silver, beautiful colourways, all included as part of that amazing bonus bag. Now we're going to some more of our items as part of this bag. I can't believe the amount you're getting included. And don't forget, if you're going for one of those two machines, this is coming to you for half price. Now from the Sarah Signature Watercolour Christmas Collection, we're bringing this gorgeous quirky Christmas trees die set. Beautiful dies in here. You get both that outer die with that embossed detail as well. You're getting 7 different dies included as part of that die set. Then as part of our gorgeous gatefold stamp and dies, you're getting your good luck. Isn't that just so quirky, the way that you can create your own gatefold cards with that die cut detail onto the gatefold and then the stamps as well, so you can really build your own messages to really personalise them. That's included, as is your fabulous elegant mask die from that Masquerade Ball collection. Not only do you get that lovely inner detail with all those tendrils, all that lace, all that intricacy in there, we also bring you that mass and layer so you can really build up that design. Perhaps you're going to create apertures, even shakers. Perhaps these are going to be little shaped cards as well. You could use that outer die to do that as well. Lots of options for that, but absolutely gorgeous design included as part of this bag. Then as part of our abstract stamp and dies, we are bringing you your gorgeous blooming heart stamp set. You get that lovely feature heart made up of those gorgeous little flowers, and then you're getting 4 different sentiments included as well. All part of this amazing bonus bag. Then perhaps you like your quilling, perhaps you like making your 3D flowers. We're bringing you a die that's going to enable you to create your very own succulents, this being your neon breakers. Beautiful die. All you need to do is die cut from your paper or your card, fold it in half, quill it up. Lots of videos you'll find over on past shows of exactly how to do that, but you can create the most amazing 3D creations with that one. Then perhaps you like our edgeable dies. Goodness me, this is one that we've not seen for a very long time. I'm sure a lot of you guys at home will never have seen this die set before. Beautiful antique edge. You get 3 different separate dies, allowing you to create the most gorgeous, lacy, delicate results. You can actually mix and match those or use them separately for lots of different options with that die set. Oh, our garden gnomes, aren't these absolutely adorable? This being our gnome girl, matching stamps, dies and stencils included in this set. 21 pieces in total included in this bonus bag, and it still keeps going. From our amazing Sarah Signature Say It With Flowers collection, you've got your dearest friend die. You get both that inner detail and you also get that matte and layer die, giving you even more possibilities. Then, oh, I love this collection, our saying dies. Let your faith be bigger than your fears. And again with this one, we bring you that inner detail of the words, and we're also giving you that outer matte die as well. And then, as if that wasn't enough already, one final thing we're including, part of the Nature's Garden Lily collection, with love and congratulations sentiment. Gorgeous script font on there, absolutely beautiful. My goodness me, all of this included for just £48. I mean, I can barely pick it all up, there's so much. £48 or $64 if you're in platinum. However, if you're going for either of those 2 machines, whether it be our Gemini Mini or a Gemini Midi, that's going to take it down to half that price. Absolutely amazing value for money. 13 items included as part of this bonus bag. What an absolutely amazing deal. You can see why that proved quite so popular on last night's cart load. Maybe you weren't able to tune into the cart load last night. You've still got that opportunity to grab a bargain and go for that amazing deal that we've got on today's show. Now, we have to step away from the template library for just a little bit. We're going to give you a sneak peek of one of our shows that's coming up later today, being our Christmas Masterclass. It's going to be an absolutely cracking show. I know Craig's got so many demos lined up. He's going to really inspire with you such a range of different Christmas stamps, dies, and lots of different Christmas products. Some that are quite new, some that maybe you've never even seen before. But we're going to give you a little sneak peek of some of the items that's coming up on that show. Don't forget, of course, you can shop ahead. You can get these added to your basket now and get them checked out ahead of that show. You don't need to wait for the masterclass later on. I absolutely love these dies. I think these are fabulous and they work so well with lots of other items that you might already have in your crafty stash. This being your winter floral expression die set, die collection even. You're getting 12 dies in total across the 4 die sets I'm about to show you for a platinum price of just £26.40 or $31.20. These launched last year, super popular. They allow you to create the most show-stopping cards. They look absolutely incredible. They really are statement dies when it comes to your sentiments. So what you get included in every single die set, you get that inner word detail, this one being your Noel. You can see it here cut in black, allowing you to cut out that word from whatever cardstock or paper that you choose. But then we also bring you that outer die. Here we also bring you that centre of the O, so you can actually cut the middle of that there to give you that really professional finish. But what you'll notice is the die at the very top here, there's no cutting blade. All you need to do is hang that over the edge of your piece of cardstock, and that allows you to create shaped cards using these. So it's not just about toppers like we've got here on the board, it's about creating your shaped cards, whether that be a 10-fold card, whether it's an easel card. These are also great for scrapbook pages as well. Think about actually popping your photographs behind that aperture. They work absolutely perfectly. This being your Joy die set, again, same idea with that inner die that cuts out your wording, and then that outer matte die as well, giving you so many different options. And I love the way that we've got that separate die that's going to cut the hole out of the middle of that O. Next up, we've got our snow. I mean, this is just crying out to be made into a shaker card, isn't it? Pop a little bit of acetate behind the O, perhaps some of your glitter, even your faux snow behind there. You can create incredible shaker cards. And then finally, last but by no means least, we've got our holly, of course, allowing you to create your shaped card bases, allowing you to create your toppers as well. Perhaps you're going to be drop shadowing these, cutting one maybe a metallic card and drop shadowing it and slightly offsetting it behind your main one. Lots of different options with these, but 4 different die sets across that collection, 12 dies in total, platinum price of £26.40 or $31.20. Better than half price on this one, which is an incredible deal. It's one of those that you can be using with lots of different other Christmas items that you might already have in your crafty stash. Maybe you picked up those incredible topper pads that Debbie had on yesterday. Maybe you're going to be using those to embellish those words. Maybe it's going to be some of your stamp designs or your flower forming foam. However you choose to embellish these, they're one of those that you're going to be using year in, year out, because they are so versatile. And I know that Craig's going to be bringing you a little bit of inspiration as to exactly how you can craft with these fabulous dies.
Absolutely, because there's loads that you can do with these. These are one of my favourites. I absolutely adore these ones. That's why we're going to have a look at them next. Now, initially, they did come out with some decoupage ranges. So with these dies here, it is just the word dies, but there's still loads that you can do with them. You're going to have poinsettias, you're going to have snowflakes, you're going to have winter foliage, of course, that you can start to decorate. Now, the concept of these ones here are to create your concept card blank, which means then you can turn them around and create your easels as well. You've actually got the word die too that Lily was showing you. So you can then use them in that simplest form like this one here, or of course do your easels like we've shown you here. But then what you can do is transform them into the front of card blanks. Now this one's creating that O as that beautiful frame there, really, really beautiful. Or then the actual fold back of your cards, like the Noel that you can do here. The Joy is a beautiful one, so even turning the actual card blank into an easel with the word as a stopper, or maybe splitting them up. Why not come along, chop into them as well, and then use them in a different way? You can absolutely do that. There's loads of ways in which you can use them. But let's go in and then we'll use a few poinsettias to decorate. But what I have done here is I've gone in with my white multi-purpose cardstock. Now for this one, I'm going to use the actual outer die, which is the die that would create the card blank. Now, if you're wanting to create a card blank, what you would do, for instance, here's a card blank, although I'm not using it in this way, the actual die has a die cut edge all the way around. There is no cutting edge at the top here. So that is where that's just going to lip over the top of your card blank here. So then therefore what will happen, that will then cut, but then your card blank will be in the shape of the outline of the holly or the Joy, of the snow or the Noel. But as I say, I'm not going to be using them in that way. I want to actually use this as a matting layer. It does mean that we'll just need to do a little bit of fussy cutting at the top there. Really straightforward, it will show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and then I'm just going to tape this down with my low tack tape. Now you've also got the central aperture of the O. Now to ensure that you get that in the right place, use the holly die as a guide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the die. So I'm going to position that where it needs to be or where it will go. And then what I'm going to do is put my centre of the O in place. I'm then going to come along with my low tack tape, tape that down, remove that die. Now I've got that in the exact place that I want it. So I'm going to go in with my Gemini 2 here. Now for this one here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that one out. I've got some other cardstock here. So you can see, because these are quite big, unless I really start to cut down on the cardstock, you could fit them both in, but you need to trim away. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run them both through separately. Okay. So we're just going to run these ones through. They will go through your junior plates.
Perfect.
So I was using my junior plates at home. So simply running that one through as you would normally do. It's an outline die, so therefore it's going to be the same plate configuration. You could use this one in different materials as well because it's that simplistic shape, but that gives us what will be the matting layer. So I've done that now within the white. So all that we then just need to do is take that out. We just need to take the dye away. But then what will happen, of course, because this is a form of dye to create a card blank, it does just hold in place at the top here.
Okay.
So all that I need to do is just come along, and then I'm just going to follow that line around. Follow it around, and then there's me released
easy.
it. Really,
Nice and
really
easy.
easy. What I've also done is I've done it exactly the same in green cardstock.
Okay.
So this is just like a deep green that I've got that will do a drop shadow in a moment. But if we bring in this dye here, what we're going to do is we're going to do exactly the same again. So we're just going to run this through. This time I'm using the actual whole holly dye. So we're just going to run that in. I'm just going to bring in my low tack tape just to secure that. I'm just going to bring that back in. Let's just get that going. Let's just peel that off. I can manage. I think I can just manage. Stuck now, so let's just go in and then pop that on. I am going to do this cut again within our gold cardstock. It's our
nice.
satin gold cardstock that we're also going to do a matting layer. But once this one has cut, before I cut into my satin gold, so this is just from our luxury kit, what I am going to do, just to give it a little moment to dry, I'm going to go in with my clear sparkle overlay. So let's take our dye. So let's take that one out, and then this one here, because it's a solid dye, you don't need to do any releasing.
Okay.
You've got that full holly that's die cut. Now even just that straight away onto a card, done, would look lovely.
Certainly would.
But let's go in with our clear sparkle overlay.
Ooh.
And then, as I say, the reason I'm going to do this now is so that it can dry for a moment. Not that it needs long, but as my gold cardstock is die cutting, this can then be drying. So all that I'm going to do, Lily, is I am literally going to colour over the top of the whole lot here, and then I'm going to cut into the gold with that same dye, and then we can come back and carry on.
Just while you're doing that, I've got so many comments coming through, so I'm going to read through a few of these. My goodness me, it's such a busy morning this morning. Sandra Dundas, very similar to me, Sandra. She ordered hers at 8:30 a.m. this morning. Good on you. You'll be so excited when these are winging their way to you. We have got Linda's saying she has both the mini and the midi. They work just like the power machine, cuts great. Absolutely. Check out the website for the deals on both of those back in stock machines. We have got Sarah's Creations is asking, so what are they going to do for the rest of the shows? Well, Sarah, the good thing is I'm only on this show, so quite frankly, it's Ben and Craig's problem. I mean, Ben, Johnny Mayer is saying Ben can tell plenty of jokes. Yeah,
Definitely.
It'll be fine. You know, they'll find something to do. Ukulele, apparently, I don't know if either of them can play that, but yeah, it's going to be a fun old day. Gillian Grady's got her ordering for the template library. Barbara is loving that demonstration that Craig did with the template library. Oh, Kelly's got the Showstopper and the mini for her granddaughter.
Wow.
Wow, fabulous. How exciting. She will absolutely love crafting with that. Oh, Debbie's saying Lily and Craig are the perfect team for a fantastic show today. Loving the demos, Craig. Oh, thank you ever so much, Debbie. We're both back on Sunday, actually. It's going to be a super fun day on Sunday. Oh, Sandra Dundas, well. Will the launch day programme be Lily and Craig doing a series of song and dance routines? Well, thankfully, like I've just said, I'm not here. It could be Ben and Craig doing the song and dance, but if it was me doing the song and dance, I think everyone would be tuning off. Shall we just say that?
What
That is
I will
for
say
sure.
though, Lily, is although we have been focusing on that launch, this part here we're focusing on what's going to be the masterclass. I'd like to think I've got an epic 2-hour Christmas masterclass in the middle of the day. So don't go anywhere.
Nope.
Hopefully you'll get lots of different ideas with some products you've maybe seen before. Some might be new to you. And then depending on how tonight goes, I know we've got some deals. We're kind of on plan B at the moment. We'll have some some deals. I might even bring some masterclass demos into tonight as well. So we've got loads of ideas and inspirations for you, so don't go anywhere today when
Definitely.
you've got your library.
Yeah, lots coming up, that is for sure. Don't worry, we have got contingency in plans in place, and I know that Craig's demos are incredible that he's got coming up. Anne's ordered hers as well. Oh, Carol was awake at 3 Eastern time and purchased her template library. Gosh, good on you, Carol. This is hilarious. This has made me laugh this. Heather, I was able to sleep in this morning, but just had a dream with Craig telling me to wake up and order my template library. She jerked right away.
Listen to
Well,
Craig.
Heather, I hope you did listen to Craig, and I hope you ordered that template library. Barbara's saying these card shapes are stunning. They give me so much inspiration. So glad you show how easy it is to make them. It is easy, and Craig shows you. And in those videos as well, you'll get to see every single project step by step, how you can create them quickly and easily. And then finally, it's Julia. We know Julia, don't we?
Is that our Julia?
It could very well be our Julia. Morning all, I ordered my template library while stuck in a traffic jam into a way to work this morning. Well, traffic jams, we all hate them, but that is a good use for traffic jams. So Julia, you'll love yours as well. And then finally, Annie's saying Craig is looking very dapper today. He's got his Barbie get-up on.
Thank you, it's
especially
Barbie
for
Day
Barbie
today.
Certainly is. I've got my Barbie nails on. Craig's got his Barbie shirt on. We're all Barbied out. But yeah, a lot of you guys join us this morning. It's so lovely to have your company. Of course, we have been talking about that brand new launch of the template library. We've gone a little bit Christmas at the moment. We're talking about these fabulous winter floral expressions. That's exactly what Craig's demonstrating at the moment. You can get this set of 12 dies in total for a platinum colour price of £26.40 or $31.20. And look how effective that looks, just with a small gold drop shadow.
That's
it really does make a difference.
You don't need to do much at all to it when it comes to a drop shadow. Don't be daunted by it. Certainly by using your tacky glue, it gives you that manoeuvrability to move that into place. As I do say quite a lot, if you're relatively new to us, what I say is hover over the top, directly over the top, and then I pull down to the bottom right-hand corner. I can show you that again. So if I bring in the two that I've done previously as well, those outer ones. So I cut the white one in front of your eyes, and then I've already done the green one. Yep. So what I'm going to do once again with this one, do you know something? I meant to fill my glue up yesterday and I forgot. So let's just use my tape runner, because that will do. And I'm more than happy, I'm confident going in with a dry adhesive and doing a drop shadow. But as I said a moment ago, if you're not, if you're a little bit daunted, a little bit worried, a wet adhesive is going to be your best friend, because you've got that movability. But what I like to do is I'm kind of jamming in between the card and my glass mat with my fingernails so I can move about. And then what I'm then going to do is hover right over the top. Yep. So I like to hover, and then I like to pull ever so slightly down to the bottom right-hand corner. So I hover, and then I pull down, and then I've got my drop shadow. And then if I'm using my wet glue, I can move it about slightly if I want a deeper shadow or not. So then what I've got here is, if I bring in this one, now the only difference here is I've already got my foam pads on. And I thought I won't need to leave myself a note to remind myself to take all of these off before we go live. And guess what I've not done? I've forgotten to take all of these off, and I am going to take them all off. So I don't know if we've got a couple other comments or that there, Lily. We certainly do.
I have to say, some people say, oh, you don't need to peel all the backs off your foam pad.
Yes, you do.
You do, thank you.
Yes,
I'm glad you're on the same page as me, because you do. Some people say, oh, just peel if you're off. No, I cannot have a card.
It creates stability. No, you need it to be stuck down fully. If anyone does strips of foam pads and they do one at the left, one at the right, one in the middle, and they don't take the backing off and they say it's for stability, it's going to bend or it's going to buckle. You have to, well, I'm not going to say you have to take them. In my advice, and Lily's advice, yes, take all the backings off your foam pads.
Yeah, it's worth just taking that extra minute, honestly. It's one of those things, it's little things in life that can sometimes grind your gears a little bit. That for me is one of those. Peel all those backs off. That's mine and Craig's advice. Heed that advice is all I would say.
You could as well, Lily. These would work through your A4 foam pad sheets.
Ooh,
they would cut through there. So if you wanted to do that, no problem. But here we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Speed.
That was quick.
Speed.
Wow.
I managed that.
You would have thought you might have done that before a few
Who
times,
would have thought?
maybe.
Who would have thought?
Just a few times.
But now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overlay that over the top. Wow. Now, of course, you can absolutely keep that flat if you want to. You can do acetate at the back, vellum at the back, make that into a shaker if you want to. But then what I'm going to do is I've created my own card blank here with my A3 multi-purpose, 9x5 here.
Yeah.
Now, even if I don't know yet what sentiment or verse I'm going to put into the middle, I always will do a blank insert matte and layer just to complement the front. So white multi-purpose with the green.
Gorgeous.
That can go into the middle now, because come Christmas time, I don't know if it's going to go to my mum, whether it's going to go to my friend, whether it's going to go to my friend that I don't really like, but I feel as though I have to send a card to, so I don't really want anything sentimental on it.
Naming no names.
So mats and layers, once again, you know what I'm like. I've always got my mats and layers.
Yeah.
I have gone right back in time, even before my time, with this embossing folder. It's from what was a range that we used to do before I was here, Embossalicious.
Oh gosh,
Johnny
yes.
will remember that.
I remember it as well. I've got a few of
was.
those at home, I think.
So that one
Yeah.
there is just one of the musical lyrics in Embossalicious. Just can't even say it. Embossalicious.
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 Boss.
It was a large A4.
I remember those.
Booyah! Bosh.
How many years old must that be now? Oh gosh. I mean, how long have you been here now, Craig?
So this 4.5 years.
4.5 years, and it's before that. So I'm thinking 5-6 years, surely.
Well, at least. At
Gosh,
least.
Yeah.
But
Blimey,
popping
right.
that one on there, and because I've done the drop shadow with the green cardstock, it breaks up from my white embossed layer at the back. And then all that I'm going to do, let's bring in my glue gel, and then I'm going to come in. I absolutely love at the moment with any of the Christmas cards that I'm doing. The other year there, we done our winter range of flower forming foam and dies, and these are the little poinsettias from the flower forming dies. So what I've done is I've just created these into a little bit of white. So I've got a larger one, and then a smaller one, and then another smaller one to the side. So this is in cardstock, but of course you could then come along and do this within your flower forming foam if you want to, or funky foam. But
That's
once again,
lovely.
larger one, and then two of the smaller ones here.
Oh, they're so delicate. I love those. They're gorgeous.
They really are lovely, really are nice. I've been addicted to using these on a lot of my cards, because lately on my Facebook page I've been kind of doing a Christmas flashback, and in my own time just having a play with old Christmas ranges that we've done. Just one, so I can play, and two, to give you all at home some more ideas and inspiration with previous collections.
Because I think so often we get so excited about all the new launches, and sometimes we forget about the older crafty goodies we've got. So I think it's great to get those out, have a play with some of those older things in your stash, but as well working them in with some of the new things that you might be picking up. And it just goes to show that holly die, of course, is part of today's show, but Craig's mixing that in with some of these older poinsettia dies. It just shows how everything works absolutely perfectly. And for me, that's part of the joy of crafting. It's just having a play, seeing what mixing and matches, what works together, and just enjoying that creative process. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? That is such a smart card. I mean, it'd be perfect for a male, for a female.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That embossing really does make it.
It makes it stand out, and it just breaks it up, certainly with that green matte layer. The other thing as well is, if you're, obviously if you are watching and you want to make something like this, you are a crafter. But even if you've not been crafting for long, Lily, let's even just say a year or two.
Yeah.
If you've been crafting over a Christmas period, i.e. last year, you're going to have some snowflakes, or you're going to have some poinsettias.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of these things that you're going to have because, of course, we do different varieties each year.
We do.
So you're going to be able to make what I've done here, even if you don't have an embossing folder. That can just be plain white cardstock. Come in with your scoreboard, score lines.
Yes.
There's a little bit of emboss.
Great idea.
So you don't need to worry about having all the exact things that I've done, as long as you've got the idea, that flow, that inspiration. And then I'm just going to come in here. I'm just going to have a look at my pokey tool. Let's pick it up here.
I love that green as well. So lovely. It's like a foresty green, I would say, maybe.
Yeah. I will level completely with you.
Oh, go on. Here we go.
It's not one of ours.
Do, do, do.
You know how, as well as ours, and I've said it live, and I've said it to Leanne, that I believe our linen cardstock nowadays matches up to my high standard of Basel Basics in American crafts.
Totally agree.
And I've said it live with Leanne. This is actually it's actually Basel Basics that I've used. But we do have lots of green tones
We do.
within our linen pad stocks, our 12 by 12 pad stock. Pad stocks?
Pad stock. I did think, I
Pad
wondered if this was
stocks.
like a new phrase I'd not heard, but I thought,
Pad
you know what,
stock,
I'll let
I
it
like that.
slide. In our pad stock, yes, we might be having some more linen card coming up on Monday. Might be part of First Look on Sunday. There's a lovely green in that collection as well.
Actually, there is. Yes, there is indeed.
That is
But there we
gorgeous.
go.
Wow, look at that. Talk about a smart and elegant Christmas card, but super easy when you've got those incredible winter floral expression dies. Absolutely love that. At £26.40 or $31.20 when it comes to those winter floral expression dies that Craig's just used on that fabulous card. Now we're about to give you a chance to check out your baskets because quite frankly, I think we need to, because our template library stocks are seriously dwindling. It's limited stock as it stands. You're going to have to check out your baskets when it comes to that deal, whether you're going for your Showstopper, which comprises the template library and those additional items, or if you're just going for the template library as an individual item. However you're choosing to go, make sure you get it added to those baskets. Get them checked out as soon as you can, because quite frankly, that stock is not going to be sticking around for much longer. And while you check out those baskets, let's learn a little bit more about our incredible Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
Hello, I'm Ben and I'm one of the presenters on Crafters TV. So my presenting journey started when I was about 18. I started working at a holiday park here in the UK. Our US viewers might not know it, but there's like a holiday park called Butlins. So what's involved with being a presenter? Well, my day-to-day kind of is ensuring I know everything that's on the show. Ensuring that the guys that I'm working with obviously are happy with everything that's on the show. And I kind of feel like what I do, I'm sort of like the glue in the show, if you like. There's a bit of a crafty reference for you. So kind of listening to the guys in the gallery, the producer, the director, I'm sort of always listening to what they want me to do whilst the crafters are crafting. So I feel like I'm there as the glue, keeping sort of everything, as it should be. But I also think my job is to have a lot of fun, which I think I do on most days. Get the viewers interacting, because we always love to hear from our viewers, and I think that's one thing that we do here that you don't get anywhere else, is that interaction. So I think on the shows where I get the opportunity to craft, I always try and have a go, because I always think that if I can show that I can do it as like a real newbie base level crafter, then hopefully that'll inspire other people to have a go as well. I'm always inspired by Craig, because again, he's such a talented crafter, as our guys, as I say, all of them are, but he has obviously had a lot to battle with as far as his health is concerned. I always say this about Craig, is if I'm having a bit of a bad day, I always think about Craig because he's not been so well recently, but he'll never come into work and sort of moan about how bad he's feeling, and with all of the health issues he's had and the operations he's had over the years, he's a big inspiration because he just gets on with it.
Hello and welcome back to a super busy wake-up call. Did you check those baskets out? Like we say, that template library, we've not got many of those left. Limited stock when it comes to that one. It technically is not even supposed to launch until 6 o'clock tonight. We are just coming up to 20 to 1 here in the UK, and we're calling limited stock. So if you want to go for that template library, make sure you get yours checked out. Don't wait for that launch day show because quite frankly, they will not be sticking around until 6 o'clock tonight. Get those baskets checked out as soon as you can. Now, lots of other amazing deals as part of today's shows that we are bringing you. Not just about that template library, it's a brand new day, which of course does mean a brand new pick of the day. And this is all about your colouring, which I absolutely love. It's all about those colour blend pencils. So if part of your pick of the day, and don't forget a pick of the day, what that means is it goes live this morning, and then that offer actually ends at 10:59 a.m. tomorrow morning, ready for our brand new pick of the day. Or with it being a weekend tomorrow, it will be our brand new weekend deal. Now, today's pick of the day is all about your colour blend pencils. We are bringing you a collection of 24 different pencils in this special collection. So many different colourways covered across that range, so it doesn't matter what sort of colouring you like to do, whether it's going to be landscapes, whether it's going to be portraits, cute characters, florals. It's going to be covered with this amazing array of colourways that you've got as part of this collection. If I turn that over, you can see all the different colourways. You're getting some of the essentials as well when it comes to your white and your black, and lots of greys included as part of this collection. These are wax-based pencils. You can use them with blending solution if you so choose, but the quality and the creaminess of these means that you can just blend with the pencils direct to paper. You don't have to use your blending solution if you don't choose to. I don't tend to personally, I just tend to blend the pencils on their own. I find that they blend perfectly without even using your blending solution. 24 pencils included in this beautiful presentation tin for just £11.99 or $16.78, and of course with it being a pick of the day, that means you also get double points included on this purchase, which makes that deal even better. That is your pick of the day. Go quickly on that one because like I say, it ends at 10:59 a.m. tomorrow. Amazing value for money and an absolutely incredible collection to add to your crafty stash. Now, we've been talking about that amazing Christmas masterclass that's coming up later today. This is an absolute bargain when it comes to some of these dies because these only launched last year, so only a year old. Amazing timeless dies, but with an incredible saving, and Craig's going to be bringing you a little bit of inspiration with these in just a moment. But first of all, I'd like to show you exactly what you're getting as part of this collection. You've got 15 different elements across 5 different sets, and that's comprising both stamps and dies. Your decorative frames are coming in for just £33.60 or $39.20, and these are going to be the statement pieces on your cards. You really don't need to do a lot to these to get the most stunning show-stopping cards with these designs. So what we've got is we've got a frame die, and you get both your inner cutting detail and the outer cut out die as well, giving you options whether you want to cut that into your cardstock or cut it out. You've got the 2 different options when it comes to these dies. And then we also bring you a matching stamp as well. Not only does it fit size wise so that it fits into the center of that frame, it's also sort of themed so that the themes of the die and the stamp tie together to give you the most beautifully coordinated finished results. That's our first design within the range, being our Merrily on High. This is a great one for fussy cutting into, snipping into it, maybe even decoupaging up. That looks absolutely incredible. Next up, we have our Dashing Through the Snow. Again, same sort of idea with your inner cutting die, that outer die as well, and then that matching stamp. Absolutely love the swirly detail you've got in there. It looks incredible. Just cut in a black silhouette. Again, some of your inky backgrounds, maybe some of your shimmer spray backgrounds. That would look absolutely wonderful against those. Next up, we have got our fabulous Christmas foliage, or foliage if you choose to say it in that way. You've got your inner die, you've got your outer die, and that fabulous sentiment as well. Love that font on there, looks really handwritten. But again, snip into those if you want. A bit of paper piecing would work a treat as well. Next up we have got our Home for Christmas. Lovely traditional design we've got on here. Works an absolute treat, cutting it in white, perhaps in your Nina cardstock, and then colouring it with some of your alcohol pens. Again, your sentiment included as part of that set too. And then last but by no means least, you've got your gorgeous Follow the Star. Works amazingly to paper piece that star in with some of your gold cardstock maybe. Perhaps you're going to be cutting that in black again and having it as a silhouette. Even creating shaker cards with these works an absolute treat. And of course, including that sentiment again. This one being your Star of Wonder, Star of Night. A beautiful design. 2 dies and 1 stamp within this set. Across the collection, you've got 5 different sets comprising 15 different elements made up of both stamps and dies for a Platinum Club price of £33.60 or $39.20. That's a better than half price saving. You can see the size of these dies. They are real statement dies. They're going to fill a full card front or perhaps the top of a box. Maybe even it's going to be for home decor, decorations, or maybe on scrapbook pages. However you're choosing to use these, they're super, super easy to craft with, which is what we're going to see in just a moment with Craig.
Definitely. Let's have a look at a few finished samples first of all, because I adore this one that our Marie's done, that dashing through the snow.
Oh, love that.
You've got so many layers that you can then create yourself if you want to build upon. But you've got, of course, our nativity that we can see as well.
I like that.
So whether you're just using them in the die cut form with your cardstock, or whether you want to use your pattern papers, you want to bring in all your inks, then of course you can do that. I mean, absolutely beautiful, giving you that framework. We're going to use that belt just in a moment. So that's just a few ideas, but let's crack on and show you what we can be doing within these ones here. And what I'm going to do is I've got our white multi-purpose cardstock. So let's go in with the Merrily on High, and then what we can do is let's just get our die off. Let's just clean that out from whoever was using.
Oh, Debbie Robinson's been in clearly.
Is it Debbie?
I'm blaming Debbie, yeah. She's not here, so let's blame her.
Yeah, we can't even blame Sarah because she's not been here either.
No.
It's usually her.
Yeah,
She
oh,
usually
apparently we
Sarah.
can blame Ben. He has been doing a bit of crafting lately.
Who
So yeah,
has?
Ben, yeah, demo of the
Ben
day
has,
yesterday, yeah. Should we blame him? He can be our latest scapegoat.
I am certainly, and because he deserves it, with us in on Sunday, Lily, I am championing him for Demo of the Week.
Oh, we better
'Cause I
not.
think
Oh, no.
He deserves it.
He did get it a few weeks ago, didn't he, as well, with his lovely project he did with Corin's Craft Along.
Was
So
that
we'll
Demo of the
see.
Week, though?
Yeah, I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. Because, yes, it was controversial because he actually voted for himself. Yes, he did vote for himself, but don't worry, Johnny, in my ear is worrying.
Gosh, I hope Corin's not
yeah.
watching.
Yeah,
She'll
Susie
do
did.
a dinger if she hears that.
I know. Susie did not allow that vote, thankfully.
Did
she
she
spotted
not?
it, yeah.
Oh,
So-
Susie, the party pooper that you are. No,
He
you're
won
not.
anyway.
It's Rachel that's on, isn't it?
Yeah, Rachel's on
Rachel
today.
would have allowed it.
Yeah, but he won anyway.
Well,
Yeah, he
that's
still
true,
won,
but
so.
still,
Didn't need any more votes, did he? I mean, he won already, so yes, we're calling that for Second Chance Sunday. Is Ben going to be the winner? Who knows? We'll find out on Sunday. All will be
do.
revealed.
We will do indeed. But here we go. Let's go in with our die cut here. So I'm just going to pop this out. Love how you've got, of course, the frame to go with it that then releases it out of your card. Like myself, like Lily as well, anything that gives you that ability to cut in and cut out, for me,
yeah.
it just creates that more versatility in your card, in your project.
Certainly does.
But what I'm going to do is you can see here, even these tiny, tiny little dots, these little squiggles here, these are all die cut to perfection. So I'm not going to go and stand and pop all these little bits out. We can see I've already done that one there just a moment ago. But then this is where you can then get as creative as you want when it comes to the white cardstock, you know, with your inks, your spritz, you know, we've done our glitter pastes of late.
yeah.
There's loads that you can start to use. So for this one, and I'm just going to ask you all for the time being to shut your eyes while I'll use our dotty tape runner, because we're still waiting, but we're going to go in for speed, and of course I need to fill my glue in between show. So for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my dots all over the back. Now I've got so much fine detail when it comes to the holly, so I was just being careful with all these parts here, all these small bits, leaving it natural within that white tone. I've got some pattern paper, and I've cut this just a little bit bigger than the actual die cut.
Okay.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer that one on. Let's see if I've got enough tacky glue to to go on. And the reason being, is I'm away to go on to some of our shedless glitter card.
Okay.
So therefore, your tape runner will work for a while, but you do want something wet just to, of course, grip and then dry into the fibres and into the shedless glitter.
Absolutely.
So what I'm going to do, and I would never usually do this, I am just using my Collel glue, and then that's my chunky glue, and then just flatten it down just because of speed and time, because I know that we're just away to run out. So we're just going to go in with a lovely little card blank, 6x6 card blank. I'm going to pop that one on into here. I'm going to go in with my Ding Dong Merrily on High. So I don't know why I keep picking up my tacky glue here. Let's do the same here. Don't know why I just said ding dong in that sort of way. Ding dong.
Ding dong. It's one of those sentiments you read and you start singing it, don't you?
Yeah.
The song, absolutely.
I can't sing Ding Dong Merrily on High, so I'm not even going to attempt to.
It wouldn't end well. There might be glass shattering if I was to give this a go.
Shattering. It will be. It will be indeed.
I love the fact that you get the stamps included though, isn't it? That lovely finishing touch. It's great to have the frames and of course both that inner and that outer die, but to have the stamp as well, I think it's absolutely fabulous. I think a little bit unusual too.
It is, yeah. You know, we're used to Merry Christmas, season's greetings, happy holidays, wishing you love this festive period, but to have something such as Ding Dong, the Merrily on High, I forgot to finish the end of that sentence.
I mean, you can do a bit of masking, however you choose to use these sentiments, totally up to you.
Ding dong.
When you get them home, however you choose to use them, it's your prerogative.
Absolutely. When you get your template library green home, you're going to be going, ding dong, look at
Certainly
everything that's in
are.
that.
Oh, yes.
Let's go in with this last bit here. Now, this is me, kept it in the simplest form, but what you can do is if you had a lot more time at home, like you will do when you're not live and you're just about to run out of time, you can then keep it in that simplest form. Or, of course, come along, die cut it again in your different colour cardstock, do a little bit of paper piecing, and then just starts to pop that into place. That's then going to give you your paper piecing effect. So very clean and simple as it is, or paper piecing, it's a nice elegant way to use them.
Oh, I love both options there actually. I'm not quite sure what's my favourite, but it just goes to show quick and easy cards these are going to be absolutely perfect for, because all of the hard work has been done within the design of these dies. They're really large statement dies, so going to fill your card fronts, making crafting very quick and easy. You're getting the 5 different die stamp and die sets included as part of this deal for just £33.60 or $39.20. I'll just quickly whip through the designs so you can see exactly what's included as part of this incredible offer. First up, the follow the star stamp and die set, your inner, your outer die and that sentiment stamp as well. And then we have got our beautiful Home for Christmas inner and outer die, that lovely sentiment stamp that you can pop in the middle or choose not to use it however you see fit. Next up, we have got our Christmas foliage, a great one for paper piecing. This one that would work an absolute treat. Then we have got our lovely Dashing Through the Snow. Just think of all your inky backgrounds that you could be popping that over the top of. And then finally, the one that Craig has just used, that gorgeous Ding Dong Merrily on High. Those lovely spray of holly on there. You've got your bells and of course that sentiment stamp as well. Absolutely fabulous collection of stamps and dies for just £33.60 or $39.20. That's a better than half price saving when it comes to that collection. Now, I think it's time to get that vote in. We have had some fabulous demos throughout this wake-up call from Craig. It's time to get those votes in. So exactly what have you got to vote for?
Rightio, so we've got 4 to choose from. So we've got number 1 from our template library green expansion pack. Number 2 is from the same green expansion pack. Then we've got number 3, which is from our festive sentiment word dies. And then number 4 is from our Christmas decorative frame stamp and die. So you've got 1, 2, 3 or 4.
Wow, gosh, we've got whipped through 4 demos. What a busy wake-up call it has been. Wow. However, that brand new template library, you've just seen it there in a couple of Craig's demos that he's just shown you that you can vote for. We have not got many of those left at all. So if you are wanting to go for that incredible brand new template library, you're going to have to go super, super quick when it comes to that one. As always, the best way to go is as part of that Showstopper deal. Not only do you get that fabulous new item, but we also throw in some fabulous crafty goodies as well that work hand in hand with that amazing template library. However, this is, you'll see on the screen, green is on the screen. It's not just green when it comes to your template library, with green on the screen when it comes to your limited stock. This is not supposed to launch until 6 o'clock tonight. We're just before 1 o'clock here UK time, and this is about to sell out. If you want to get your hands on this amazing brand new template library, get it in your baskets, get those checked out as soon as you can, because this is not going to be hanging around for much longer. It's definitely not going to be here at 6 o'clock. Will it be here at 2 o'clock? I very much doubt it. Less than 10% of the stock remaining on this template library. What you're getting as part of your Showstopper, not only the template library, you're also getting your 12 by 12 inch cardstock in your Regal Rose Gold. You get 12 sheets of your glitter, 12 sheets of your dual-sided pearl as well in that pad. You also get your red liner tape, 6mm width as part of that roll, and then also your tape pen. Great for construction. You've just seen it in that demo with Craig. Super, super strong, a definite crafty essential. Your template library, this is giving you 15 different templates to create 15 unique projects. If you've got any of the previous template libraries, you know how incredible this system is, but you don't have to have any of the previous launches to make the most of this amazing brand new expansion pack. We bring you the templates, which means that you can reuse them. You can use them time and time again. So easy to craft with. All you need to do is draw around that template, cut around it, whether you're using scissors, maybe it's a paper trimmer or guillotine. Very easy to use those, and use whatever coloured cardstock, whatever finish of cardstock you see fit to change up those results every single time. But of course, you need to know exactly how to use those templates, so we bring you the recipe cards as well, one for each of the 15 different projects, taking you through step by step in both pictures and words to take you through how to create every single one of those projects. And as if that wasn't enough, perhaps you're someone who works a lot easier when it comes to actually watching videos, educational content of certain projects. Well, what we've done is we've filmed a video for every single one of those 15 different projects, stepping you through step by step how to put together, whether it be the cards, the envelopes, the boxes. There's a range of different items included as part of this template library, but Craig's going to show you in video form exactly how you create all of those projects. So we've got templates, we've got recipes, we've got education, and as part of your Showstopper, you're getting card and adhesives as well. But of course, green on the screen means limited stock. For one final time, we're going to get a little bit more inspiration with some finished samples from Craig, but all I'm going to say is get this added to those baskets, get them checked out, because quite frankly, we have not got many of these left.
And I've got different samples this time
Ooh.
to show you, so completely different as to what I showed you the first time round. Now you're going to be able to decorate them as your heart content, whether you want floral, whether you want cute papers, whether you want Christmas papers. You can decorate them as you want. But then there's the first demonstration, not this specific one, but this template that we done as a staircase pop-out within the start of Wake Up Call. You're then going to be able to come along and you're going to be able to use, as I said, your different collections as well. Past, present and future.
Like that.
So many of these all fold down relatively flat, give or take in the dimension that you pop on. When it comes to any of the template libraries and the expansion packs, you do not need a single die or a die cutting machine to get creative with the template libraries. However, if you want to come along and use your dies at home, maybe you got the original template library that then comes along with, of course, a lot of die sets, then of course you can use them, but it's not essential. You will just need your cardstock, you will need a pencil, you'll also need your ruler and then a scoreboard and some form of cutting, whether it is your craft knife, whether it is your scissors, or whether you want to use a little V-blade paper trimmer. That's all that you're going to need to enable yourself to create all of these standout cards, these projects as well, and then use these as a basis. For instance, this one here, why not do a doubler, flip it on its side, join them in the middle, and then you've elongated it. Think of the way that Debbie showed you the concertina card kits the other day. She showed you how you can join two together. But you can do something along the lines when it comes to something this style. But then you've got all of these fancy ones as well. And then this is where, whether it is a 13th birthday, a 16th birthday, an 18th birthday, 21st, all the lilacs, the pinks, the purples, the glitz, the glams, what girl or some guys wouldn't like that sort of feel to your cards or projects. You've got the high heel shoes as well.
Love that.
With this one here, you've even got the template as in a form of stenciling through.
Oh, wow.
That's included within the same page as well. All these fancy ones you can do, really, really simple. As Lily was saying, there are videos for every single one of these across on that link, across on our YouTube, that you can go back and watch. What I will do as well is, because there's no way we will get through the demonstrations I have planned, so I will, in my own time, over time, I will film all the remaining ones that I've got, and we'll pop them on my Crafters Companion YouTube channel for you to go back and watch. I'll keep you posted on my Instagram and Facebook as to when I've done them. But all of these that you can be making, get so creative as well. A load of these, little gift box for a little boy that loves the pirates and that pirate theme for birthdays. Such a great idea.
Absolutely. My goodness me, there are so many options. I say so many options. The options are pretty much endless when it comes to that template library. Whatever your style of crafting is, however you choose to decorate these, they're going to look different every single time. But the fact that you've got a template and education for every single one of those 15 projects is absolutely outstanding. Wow, if you've not got yours already, make sure you're adding those to your baskets, getting them checked out as soon as you possibly can. Now, it's been a super busy and a super inspirational show as well. Some amazing demos from Craig, but of course there can only be one winner when it comes to that demo of the show. And today, demo of the show is going to demo number 3.
I thought so.
Yeah, love that one.
It's using what you've got at home, and then there we go. That's going to go, well, it's going to go up against myself for demo of the day later.
Certainly is, and a little birdie tells me, I think Craig might be winning demo of the day. I don't know, I'm just going to put it out there.
Do you want to put a bet
I think he
on
might
that?
be. Well, yeah, unless Ben does one. So
Yeah.
you never know, but an absolutely stunning creation. Love that. Super clean and simple. But of course, make sure you're getting your hands on that template library, because there's not many of those remaining. This is me done for the day. I say me done for the day. I'm not going home.
You're going
But
next door in the
going
office.
back to the door.
You've got lots to do.
Yeah, I've got plenty to do, that is for sure. But Ben will be joining Craig for the next 2 shows. Next up, we've got that masterclass coming up at 2 o'clock. All things Christmas crafting. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And so at 6 o'clock tonight, it's technically a launch of the template library, but I think we'll be bringing you lots of other deals instead of. So of course, lots to tune in for. It's going to be a fabulous day continuing here on Crafters TV. But if you've not already got those baskets checked out, get them checked out, and we'll be seeing you again very soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Toodles.